Are you looking for the best 55-inch TVs? In this video we will look at some of the best 55-inch TVs on the market. Before we get started with our video, we have included links in the description. So make sure you check those out to see which one is in your budget range. Number 1. Samsung QN55S90 QFXZ TV. The Samsung QN55S90 QFXZ, also known as the Samsung S90C OLED, is the best 55-inch television we've tested. It's a premium TV with fantastic overall picture quality and a huge selection of smart features. It has great peak brightness and perfect inky blacks for some of the most vibrant HDR viewing experiences. It doesn't have Sony's top-tier processing capabilities, but it's no slouch in that department and is certainly good enough for anyone except for movie enthusiasts. Unfortunately, unlike the Sony A95L OLED listed below, the Samsung TV doesn't support any DTS audio formats, and the TV is limited to the less commonly used HDR10+ format rather than Dolby Vision HDR. However, for most buyers, this is the best looking 55-inch TV they can get for the price, as it's significantly cheaper than the Sony. Thankfully, it's a standout performer for gaming, with full HDMI 2.1 bandwidth support on all 4 HDMI 2.1 ports, all of which support up to 4K at 144Hz. Which is amazing for high-end PC gamers. You could also go for the Samsung S95C OLED instead, which is one of the brightest and most vibrant TVs on the market. It's basically a slightly brighter S90C, but it comes with a significant price hike and isn't worth it for most people. Number 2. Sony XR55A95L TV. If you want the best home theater experience, the Sony XR55A95L is the best 55-inch smart TV for movie enthusiasts. It's significantly more expensive than the Samsung S90C OLED and is a bit worse for gaming due to its higher input lag. It also only has 2 full HDMI 2.1 bandwidth ports, although it does support Dolby Vision gaming at 120Hz, a first for a Sony TV. Still, it is a QD OLED panel similar to the one found on the Samsung TV and has some of the best image processing on the market, ensuring you'll get the best HDR experience from almost any source, regardless of its quality. This can be important for the best possible movie watching experience. It also supports advanced DTS audio formats and the popular Dolby Vision HDR format, making it a standout performer for a home entertainment setup. There's no real alternative to this TV. Sony stands alone with its processing capabilities, and this model is their current highest-end option. If you want a Sony OLED for its processing but don't care about high peak brightness or vibrant colors, consider the Sony A80L/A80CL OLED. It has a WOLED panel instead of the QD OLED panel found in the A95L, so it resembles a dimmer TV like the LG C3 OLED but with Sony's excellent image processing. Number 3. Hisense 55U 8K TV. If you're not in a completely dark room, a brighter 55-inch LED TV like the Hisense 55U 8K is better than the Samsung S90C OLED or the Sony A95L OLED. Although higher-tier OLEDs can now output impressive peak brightness levels, LED TVs like this can reach even higher peak brightness levels in HDR and SDR and maintain these peaks for longer. Besides brightness, this TV delivers excellent picture quality, with very deep blacks, thanks to its mini LED local dimming feature, which improves the appearance of dark scenes and further brings out bright highlights. The Hisense supports both Dolby Vision HDR and HDR10+ and passes through advanced DTS audio formats through it. It also has very good image processing overall, making it a great home entertainment option. Of course, Mini LED isn't as good as OLED technology for a dark room, as there's some distracting blooming around bright highlights in dark scenes, but it's still very good and is sure to please most people. Overall, it's a great TV for almost any use. It has a great selection of gaming features, including variable refresh rate, VRR, Dolby Vision HDR at 120Hz, and HDMI 2.1 bandwidth on 2 HDMI inputs, both supporting up to 4K at 144Hz gaming, making it fully compatible with the Xbox Series X, the PS5, or a recent PC graphics card. Unfortunately, its viewing angle is subpar, which is one of the major losses with this TV compared to the OLEDs. If you have deep pockets, Hisense has a limited release super high-end product, the Hisense UX. It's a bit better than the U8K for a massive price increase. Also, it's only available in a 55-inch format in Europe. Number 4. LG OLED 55C3 Pure TV. The best 55-inch upper mid-range TV is the LG OLED 55C3 Pure. Like the top two options on this list, it's a premium TV with an OLED panel that delivers stunning picture quality, especially in dark rooms. Like other OLEDs, it has a wide viewing angle that keeps the image consistent from the sides, which is ideal if you have a wide seating area, as everyone can enjoy a pleasing image. Its fantastic reflection handling and good SDR peak brightness make it a good choice if you want to use it in a well-lit room. Plus, it's no slouch in HDR with its decent HDR peak brightness that makes small highlights stand out. Unfortunately, like other TVs with LG's World panel, it isn't as bright or colorful as TVs equipped with a QD OLED panel, like the Samsung S90C OLED or the Sony A95L OLED, but it still looks good. It's an outstanding gaming TV with full VRR support, HDMI 2.1 bandwidth on all 4 HDMI ports, all capable of up to 4K at 120Hz gaming, and very low input lag. Price-wise, it's in an interesting position. It's about the same price as the slightly better S90C. However, the LG is a much better home entertainment option due to its better image processing, Dolby Vision HD support, and pass-through of advanced DTS audio formats. Thus, if you want an OLED for a home entertainment setup but are unwilling to pay for the A95L, the LG is a tremendous choice. You could also opt for the much brighter LG G3 OLED, but it still isn't as colorful as the Sony or Samsung and isn't worth the price difference over the C3 for most people. Number 5. Hisense 55U7K TV. If you want high-end performance but don't want to spend high-end prices, check out the 55-inch Hisense 55U7K. It's cheaper than anything recommended up to this point but delivers picture quality that is almost as good as the more expensive choices. It has a great mini LED backlight, letting it simultaneously provide incredibly bright highlights and deep blacks, with barely any blooming around bright objects in dark scenes. HDR content looks great, and it supports both Dolby Vision HDR and HDR10+ for the best HDR experience possible, as well as advanced audio formats, like DTS:X over EIC, for the best sound when watching content on physical media. The U7K also has very good image processing overall, making it a cheaper standout for a home entertainment setup. Unfortunately, like the other Hisense TVs, its viewing angle is subpar, making it a bad choice for a wide seating arrangement. It runs the Google TV interface, which is fast and easy to use, and it has a great selection of streaming features, so you're sure to find your favorite shows. It's great for gaming thanks to its Dolby Vision HDR 120Hz support and 2 HDMI 2.1 bandwidth ports, both capable of up to 4K at 144Hz gaming with VRR. This makes the TV a standout choice for PC gamers with powerful rigs and fully compatible with recent consoles.